Excuse me. Hopefully I'm back, damn it. Sorry guys, I don't know what the heck the deal is. I can't be in the yard. Like I was saying, I sold the car to a kid. I figure he just out of high school. He was tickled to death, and I was kind of giving him a lot of stuff. His dad, I think, was surprised that, you know, and his dad let him do the deal. You know, he didn't, you know, there was some things that I knew was wrong with the car, and I didn't realize that there was so much stuff wrong with it. So I give the kid a pretty good deal on it. He didn't really want to haggle or try to haggle, you know, and it was first car, and I couldn't take advantage of him, and so I let him have it for a pretty reasonable price. It's just one of them deals. Sometimes you just wonder how, you know, I was kind of scared to sell it to him because I know what the car, you know, when I had it, you know, there was a couple times that, you know, I wasn't scared, but I put the hammer down on it, and I mean, it's a running little car, and, you know, I'd had a lot of people want to buy it because it was a Cosworth Vega, but they didn't realize that it had a built V8 in it, and it would run. I mean, it was bad to the bone. You know, it's just one of them things that you don't know. Something like that, you know, and I knew the guy that it was a friend of mine that had told his brother, and it was his brother's son. So, and I told him, I said, be very, very careful with it or get used to the car. But he's going to school to be an auto body tech. So I thought that was really, really cool. I'm going to see if I can't bring you guys up on my laptop. I'm here in the shop. Hopefully I got this router thing fixed here in the shop. I noticed it's not working in the yard. But here in the shop I've got my little computer hooked up right now. I should say my little laptop and stuff, just to try to do some of these videos and stuff. So I'll see if I can't see your comments. I don't know why they're not coming up on, I noticed there's only one watching, but, and I apologize for losing y'all. It just, hopefully I'll get a few more in here. My wife went to get me supper, so she may come in, hand me some supper. I haven't ate hardly all day, but man, it's been a long day. She got right out there and she was helping me tearing. We have I used to be into the hydroponics stuff, and I had an old greenhouse that I was tearing down, tore down probably 2 years ago, and there was some pretty good wood and stuff I can use for the add-on. I'm going to recycle some of it, and there's some metal and stuff that I can use, but I didn't know. I was hoping there was going to be some little bit better wood, but at least I'm getting a lot of the. I get to keep the concrete blocks and things. That's going to save me some money there. And I'm just going to raise this up on the back side of this, on the other side of this bench. And I think I'm going to put a door going to the shop. I think I'm going to make it like a little paint room and make my office back there. I thought about putting my dip tank and my wash stuff back there, but with it being a wood floor, I really don't want to do that. I'm going to get treated lumber for the flooring and stuff. And, I used to build and frame houses, so, I know pretty much, what I need to do there. And I figure I can have, probably, it'll be in the dry and stuff, probably in a day and a half. I by myself with a nail gun, I can have the walls and the windows and things in it and sheeting on it and pretty. I just, when I get started on something like that, I don't stop no bigger than what it is. I figure I can have it done. And she said she'd help me this weekend because we got a long weekend, and we'll just see what happens. I don't know. I may, if I can get it to go live, I may do it. Let y'all see. It's just one of them things that sometimes it's easier for me to just do it myself and not have anybody help me, and I can get it done twice as fast. When I built my office at the shop, the neighbor guy offered to help, and I said, no, you get in the way. And I had the walls insulated and everything. By the end of the day, I had the office, and I'd already had called the guy to come in and put the cable and stuff in, and I had it done and waiting on him, and he couldn't get over it. Like I said, I used to frame houses when I was younger. It's something that, if I had to get back into, I'd probably do it, but I don't enjoy doing the grunt work. We built quite a few houses, and I've carried my share of trusses. We had a truss truck one time get stuck, and the only way we could do it, they was going to pile them off to the side. And I said, well, if we're going to do that, why don't we just go ahead and carry the trusses? And we were carrying them two at a time up to the house. It was probably a little less than a half a mile. And, that's where I got, it was definitely a workout, that's for sure. But, when you build houses and things, you work around the weather and stuff. So, that's a little bit more about me. I thought I'd kind of mention that. I'm trying to get you guys to come up so I can see the comments here. And it's not working for me. Maybe operator error. I think I have just one watching anyway, so if you got any questions or anything you want to ask me, just let me know. Let me move you a little closer. If this thing won't die, get this paint can in the way. I'd like to turn it sideways, but it seems every time I do it. Let me try it. Nope. Gosh, dang it. It makes me mad. Anyhow, sorry guys. I'm gonna have to watch it this way for now. I'm gonna go to Google Chrome here and maybe pull up YouTube and hope she gets back here with some food. I'm getting hungry. Stopped to get some water too for me. My refrigerator. I got refrigerator in, and I'm out of water now too. So. Dang, this thing ain't cooperating with me tonight. You would think it would be, but hopefully you guys are all there. I noticed there's one watching. How's it going, whoever? Like I said, I don't think I could see your comments. That looks like her now. So I'll let you guys get in here and I'm gonna run and get my food and that and bring it back, grab the water. But I'm not gonna go off, so I'll be back in just a second, guys. So hang in there. I'll be with you in a minute, guys. Don't stop up there tomorrow and get some. I will, I will. One watching. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to. Let me see what I can do here. I'll be back. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. Oh, it figures my battery's running down. You have to excuse me, I'm eating. Let me see if I can plug you in without losing. Hopefully, I don't know how many people I got here. Well, let me go get my battery charger. Alright guys, sorry about that. Once again, I'm back. Hopefully you're all still here and hopefully I'll keep you. We'll figure something out here guys, sorry. You'll have to excuse me, I've been feeding my face, or I'm gonna feed my face. We got a little diner up the road and it's all home cooked, greasy onion rings, french fries, greasy hamburgers. Nothing like a good old greasy hamburger. Well, hopefully, it looks like I got 0 people watching. But that's okay, I'll sit here and feed my face. See if I can turn you sideways. Nope, it's not gonna let me. Move that out of the way, move that out. Look at that good looking car back there. I guess I can move into the picture. There, that makes a better picture. All right. There's nobody on tonight. Is somebody? I bet Justin Dowell's on. You're all on his channel. Sorry about that. But no worries. Nobody? I guess nobody wants to sit here and watch me eat. Live, Russ Navarro eating. Got the old dirt ring going on. So am I the only one watching? Anybody out there? Oh, looks like I got one person watching. All right. Sitting here feeding my face, guys, so hopefully I'll keep you on. I didn't know. Just say hey. Trying to get you to come up on my computer. I don't know if I can see your comments or not. All right, I got two guys. Looks like two people's watching now. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Just tell me what you want to talk about, guys. I don't have my glasses, but hopefully I can read it. My little computer here is acting weird tonight. It don't want to connect. I'm out in my shop. You can see the old Challenger. Sorry, I'm feeding my face right now. My wife makes the best tea around. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Knocked you over. This is irritating. Alright, I'm back. I don't understand why I gotta move everything close to the computer. Let's try this again on YouTube. Poor connection. Well, what do you know? Shouldn't be that poor. I've got routers out yin yang. Sit you on top of the router, see what happens. Can you still see me, guys? It may be because I'm trying to. One guy, I see somebody left. Sorry, I don't. What do you want to talk about? Hey, how's it going? Is it Nick? How you doing, Nick? You want to talk about anything, Nick? I'm sitting here feeding and drinking. Sorry. It's been a long day for me. I've been out in the yard working on, I tore down an old shed. It was actually a hydroponics deal that I was working on. Best tool brand. Man, in my opinion, Snap-on, and why I say that is today I was using my DeWalt saw saw, and I bought it a year ago. Excuse me, my Snap-on one, I've charged it maybe 4 times today and used it non-stop. It got a little hot, but that DeWalt, it's every 30, it seems like, I was coming in here every 30 minutes or less. I mean, the DeWalt just won't keep up. And I was about ready to throw it across the yard, because I was having to walk in here and get another battery. And I've got 2 batteries now of the DeWalt. I don't know if they'll do anything about it, but neither battery works for me. So I don't know what you think, but everybody's always telling me how impressed they are with DeWalt, but I'm not impressed at all with DeWalt. So what do you think? What's the best tool brand for you? Wow. Nobody's watching. Apparently somebody else. Snap-on likes and dislikes. Are you there? I noticed somebody come back. One, two. My Snap-on dislikes, I think a lot of the part is I dislike on the Snap-on is on their sockets. I think their sockets and their wrenches, for the beginner mechanic, I really feel that they should make them, more affordable. And even, somebody like me, I just, right now I don't have the money to spend on the Snap-on wrenches and things, and a set of them will set you back quite a bit. I like their a lot of their 14.4 stuff, but when you can get Milwaukee and different ones like that will last as long, and I've got a Milwaukee that, man, I've used it all day long, non-stop, constantly, and it's I don't know, I just like it a lot better. It's not that expensive. I agree. It's more affordable. Yes, it is. And that's one thing I like about it is you can buy one of them kits, or what I like is mine, either the gear wrench guy would warranty it, or I can take it down to Home Depot and no questions asked. They'll give you a new battery, or if it's the and I smoked one of mine, and I told the guy down there at Home Depot that, I got, a little carried away with it, and he said, I don't need to hear that, you're honest, but he went ahead and replaced it, and they didn't have to do it, it was a $70. I'd already had the battery, but it was 70 or $99. I don't remember, but they warranted it, and didn't even ask anything about it, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I had to redo it, so I can keep it. What is it, 3-year warranty on it? Yeah, I like Snap-on too, Nick. Snap-on, don't get me wrong, I've got a couple Snap-on ones that are, I've used every day at the shop, at my other shop in town, and, I wouldn't trade it for nothing, and it's green. I wished I could get Milwaukee in green. So, what's your dislikes on the different hand tools? You have a preference? I need to set this up on something. Hopefully I'll keep you guys. It's pretty cool. That might work. Haha. Alright, hopefully I'll keep you. I've been having trouble with this router, and every time I try to hook the computer up or to where I could see your comments a little bit bigger, I end up losing you guys. Or been working in the yard. Yeah, Nick, that's the only way to go. I'm a true believer. I've always had Milwaukee. I worked in industrial maintenance for years, and we had DeWalt, and I'm sorry, I'm not a DeWalt, and I went out and bought some high dollar. I've got every saw I can imagine. Yeah, I've got. I bought a lot of Tecton stuff. The only reason I've got some of the sockets that I have is the Snap-on guy knows. Usually when they go on sale, he'll tell me. And I don't know if I done a review a while back or what, but on my sockets at the shop, I think I got them for like $109, and they were regular $2 something, and I don't know, that to me that's affordable. I just can't see paying $300 or $400 for a set of sockets. And he had a deal this week on a set of sockets. There was 2 flex heads, a quarter, and I think it was a 1.25, and he had 2 of each plus the sockets and that, and it was a regular $1,500 set, and they were giving you some of the stuff free, but it was still $700. How's a new tech or somebody like me, that's new business, how can you feasibly pay that, when I can go to Home Depot? Yeah, I do agree there too. I mean, and I don't know, some of the Craftsman stuff and that, and I guess that's where I know, because we used to have Apex, which was Esco, which was we have a factory. It's probably 10 minutes from my house, and they used to make all the sockets. So I had buddies and things that worked there, and I had a buddy that his sister was a QA tech, and she told me all the different, and I can't remember them, and she's passed on right now. But she used to work there, and she would tell you the different tools and things that Snap-on, and I think it was Snap-on, and don't quote me on it, but there were several companies at Apex, and all of them made there at Eastco, and shoot, I can't even think of the other one. There was Eastco, Apex. They changed the name like 4 times here local, but it was it was just because at the time they were getting out of it, they just would switch the name. But she said a lot of times, which would be cool, the employees would get some of the Craftsman stuff pretty cheap. And what they would do is, if they knew, they would just polish them a little bit more. And I've got some tools that, yeah, I agree. Yeah, they don't slip or anything, and that's the only thing I don't like about some of the cheaper brands is they will do, they will slip. And I haven't had any trouble, and I've got some that I got give to me also. A friend gave me a old Craftsman box, and I don't know if he didn't realize that he had left a bunch of sockets in the bottom, or if he just didn't want to go through it, but I started going through it, and I got some of the old school Snap-on stuff, and I ended up making 2 sets. And I don't know if he knew that, or if he cared. And don't get me wrong, I like some of the Tekton stuff. I'll buy Tekton if that's just one of the deals, and I've turned wrenches probably, I would say, since I was 15, 16 years old. I run around with some guys that, what I call motorheads. That's just the way I grew up. I grew up with a lot of hot rodders and things, and that's where I learned from some of the old timers that, tools wasn't always tools. And I had a friend in high school that had started buying tools, and to this day he still has all of his tools. And we've got another buddy that, he said, a tool's just a tool, and they're not. Some of his he's had to go back and replace and that, and he'll tell us. He buys Snap-on now, and he'll tell us, he says, tools aren't tools. They all do pretty much the same thing, but for lasting and that, you get some that, like the Snap-on wrenches. If I could afford them, I'd have a set. But I would tell somebody to go to Home Depot and get, I've got a lot of their open-end wrenches and things that I think are very well, like I said, I worked in industrial maintenance, and there was a lot of Craftsman boxes, and there was a lot of Home Depot. There was several people that had Home Depot. A lot of ours, we had one guy that had a Snap-on box, and he took a lot of crap from some of the guys in the shop and that, and I'm sure they'd give me crap for the box I have now, but I think it's preference. I also, I've got 3. The one I sold the other day was a Homac, I think, or it come from Sam's. Oh, for a beginner tech, in my opinion, if you can get, and I think Justin Dowell done one on Harbor Freight. They've got some nice car. I can't think of what the carts what they are, but I think that would be the best way to start out. Or if you could go to Sears and get one that's, you know, on sale or whatever. I don't think you need to go out and spend a bunch of money. That's just my opinion, you know, especially being a new tech. You know, you've got enough, you know, going on with your schooling. And I feel that, you know, you need to be smart about it. Who makes that? I'm not sure if I ever heard of KR. You know, I'm kind of vague on that part. Like I said, I don't know, but you know, U.S. General, yes, okay, I know, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with it, you know, and don't let anybody tell you any different, you know, that's, you know, that's what you could afford. That's, you know, if you like the box, there's nothing wrong with it. And I've looked at them. In fact, I've got a U.S. General box here that I'm in the process of redoing, and I didn't pay a whole lot for it. And I've had a lot of people comment because I put airbrushed it and scolded it. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Toolboxes. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I misunderstood you. But still, you know, I think that, you know, it's just preference. You know, I have every box imaginable. You know, I've had 6 at one time. Now I'm down to 5, and you know, I'm in the process of downsizing. I'm going to bring my big box back to the house. I hate that I have to, but it's just, you know, I'm going to regroup. You have a Snap-on 84-inch Epic. Cool. What color? Yeah, I wished I'd went ahead and got the Epic, but mine's a 72. But I like the hutch, and you know, I'm partial to the green. See if I can't spill that all over me. What kind of air tools do you have? You got a lot of Snap-on, or you just have different? See, there you go, green with black trim. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna, and it may have been you. Somebody said that I can get with Snap-on and change my gold or whatever, the chrome trim out, and get the black trim, and I'd like to do that. I'm a green fanatic. That's why I got the purple Challenger and done the Joker, because I'm just, you know, I've always kind of liked the Joker. And looks like we got 2 watching. Well, back to 1. Keeps fading in and out. So is 90% of your tools, you have green tools in the box also, or? I'm with you, man. I am with you. I learned a while back that they used to, and I don't know, I think they discontinued it, but they used to have purple. And what I'd thought about at one time is doing my hutch and stuff in green, and then go on each side, do the cabinets in purple and the top in purple. And then I had thought about airbrushing the Joker on the front of the hutch, to where when you close it, the Joker would be there. And what I like to done is done the scene where he's standing in the street and with all the street and stuff. But I just thought that'd be kind of cool. You know, I'd be different from everybody else. But yeah, green is the only way to go. I agree. And I've tried to get my guy. He used to carry all the. It took me a lot because he kept hounding me about buying one of them Sawzalls, the 14.4, and I said no, not until you get it in green. And it's the same way. He's got that new ratchet out, and I said, well, I'm sorry, I bought the Milwaukee one. You don't have it in green. And he said, well, I don't think you can get it in green. And I said, well, until you do, I'm probably not going to buy one, because as sure as I do, you'll have one. So he's been kind of watching and looking for one. But that's what I told him. I said, you got a sucker. If you have it in green, I'll buy it. And that's what I've done with a lot of different time, because he had a pick set that was open. And I probably should have bought it because it was a pretty good deal, but it just didn't match anything in my box. Do you have any of the pliers and things? I haven't got any of the pliers yet in green. I don't know. I just haven't spent the money on it yet. Man, I wish this thing had come up. What is the deal? Yeah, I got the man, that reciprocating saw is just, I'm telling you, it's the bee's knees. It is bad to the bone. And I have abused and used mine. And you can't go wrong with it. I use it for just about anything and everything. Come on, you piece of junk. Trying to get my laptop to work, and it's not. All your pliers are Knipex? Yeah, I don't have any of them yet myself. I like to get a set of them, but like I said, moving back to the house and that, my Snap-on guy, I don't know if you know, I'm going to be able to meet him somewhere in that. But I mentioned to him the other day he had, you know, some, I think it was the just regular pliers. He had the small set of pliers. He had the dikes and something else. And he was trying to suck me in because it was the last ones. Man, I don't know. I don't have any. I've seen the Matco truck, and the other day, believe it or not, I seen the Cornwell. Oh, do they? I'd have to run him down because he's in the next town up, Rogers, and Rogers, Fayetteville, Springdale. We all kind of run together, but for some reason, I don't know. And I've talked to a buddy. He told me that he was the same way. He got on the truck, and he said the guy was a total ass to him. You know, it was like, and what he told him is, and this guy owned a radiator shop, and he told him, if you're not going to buy any more than that, I'm not going to stop anymore. You know, and you know, he said, well, I buy every week, and the guy's like, well, yeah, but you know. A wrench here or a screwdriver there ain't gonna make me or break me. And I was like, wow. And he come by our shop one time because our neighbor guy had him come by there and deliver a box, but that was the last time I'd seen him. You know, I told him, you know, if he'd come by, that, you know, I'd be more than happy to you know, come on his truck and buy. But I bought one of the little screwdrivers from him, and after that he never bothered coming back. And I was like, well, fine, if you don't, you know, want my money, I'll give it to the gear wrench guy. And the gear wrench guy and Scott, he's been great. And I know a lot of people don't care for the gear wrench and some of the stuff, but he carries all the Cornwell stuff. Wow. Yeah, I think he made a mistake because, you know, once I had started getting the gear wrench truck there, a lot of the other guys had started buying off of them. And Scott, you know, I kept Scott. I bought quite a bit, and I and him are square up now. I hate that, you know, I'm probably not going to be able to you know, get with him as much as I did, but we have another shop that he stops at that I'll probably meet him up there. Same way with the Snap-on guy. It's just going to be so much easier for me running the business from the house. I won't have all that overhead that was eating me alive. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't bought anything from the Cornwell. Do you got a Cornwell guy that comes quite a bit, or is it just because I know there's several around here. I think it's Cornwell, Gear Wrench, Snap-on, Matco, Mac. I have never seen a Mac guy either in our area. I've seen them, like I said, in the other two towns, but no Cornwell. I wonder why that is, because our Cornwell, like I said, I've seen him at a couple dealerships, but what I was told from the gear wrench guy that a lot of times the Snap-on, Matco, gear wrench, yeah, see, that's the way it is here. And for some reason they won't, you know, if you're not a car lot or something, they don't even bother here. And I don't know what it is. And I thought about stopping and talking with them and just seeing, but and that's what I liked about my gear wrench guy, is he was on board from the get-go. I'd only met him twice, and I done my gear wrench videos and things. I was glad that, I got the opportunity with the Snap-on guy, that he actually let me do the Mr. Big box and stuff. But after that, he didn't want no part of the YouTube part of it. So you're at a Volkswagen dealership. So you, how long you been doing that? Y'all can see the paint still from... You drive 2 miles down the road to get to the gear wrench. Wow. Have you bought quite a bit of stuff off of them? 20 years, that's good. Sound about like me. When I stick with something, I stick with it for a long time. Well, it looks like I got four people watching, which is good. The stupid computer still hadn't come up. I don't know what its problem is. Hopefully I won't lose you guys. I'm trying something here. I have a habit of talking too fast. I apologize. I don't even remember. I had a brain fart. I don't remember, Nick. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Oh, I think of what it was. I'm sorry. I think what I asked is how, if you bought have you done any I used to have a couple Volkswagens that I had chopped the top on and stuff. I just wondered if you'd done any custom stuff or done any doing, like the Porsche motors for the Volkswagen, souped them up or whatever. We used to have a guy around here that yes, you do buy a lot of gear wrench. Well, that's cool. I like my gear wrench guy. I couldn't ask for a better guy. Scott's he's went above and beyond, and I like helping the small guy out. My last question was on the Volkswagens. I just wondered if you souped any of them up or done any custom stuff on the Volkswagens, or you just work on them, or why are you not working? You've done a Porsche motor for a Volkswagen, or just a Porsche motor? And you don't get very many people that say that they love your job or their job, so I give you credit there. You know, that's okay. Porsche motor. Yeah, there's been several. I mean, we've got a big club that a lot of times, and you'll see them run to Branson, and man, some of them are nice. You know, I've had a couple Volkswagens in my day. I always wanted to do a rat Volkswagen, like a rat rod type Volkswagen, and chop the top and lower it. You know, I mean, lower it. Yeah, that's fine. You know, whatever. Is Dowell on tonight? I may have not, or I may have jumped the gun here and got on and didn't even think who all was on, but I'm good with it. What's up, David? We got 4 now. Oh man, have you ever seen a Volkswagen chopped? I done a convertible on one, and I no more than got it done, and I had a guy come, and I had suicided the doors on it, and then I chopped the top, and then I filled it all the way, and I didn't even get the rag top done for it, and a guy traded for it. Yeah, I wished I'd have kept that one, because I had the, what is it, the 1600cc. I had 2 motors for it, and I had it pull, you know, the motors out of it, and was getting ready to rebuild them, and the guy offered me enough for it that I've been working on it most of the day. And you know, today it was a good day. I've got a lot of things done and measuring and getting stuff leveled out and figured out, and then I sold one of my cars, so I'm gonna try to this next weekend possibly, and I may set it up, do a live stream. I was telling a few on here that I used to frame houses and things, so I know I can have it framed in that probably in a day. I probably have the floor built and it framed. I figure it shouldn't take me that long, but I may take pictures, or I may just do a live feed and let you guys watch as I go, and we'll just go from there, if I can get my live feed to work out there. But it's coming. It's doing. I'm getting there. Thanks for asking. What I done? I've owned my own business. I do the hydro dipping and paint and just about anything. You know, in custom stuff, but I started out as I was in industrial maintenance tech. I've done refrigeration, hydraulics, pneumatics. I've been to school for just about all of the hydraulics and stuff. Same way with the refrigeration part of it. It got old. I've done it for 15 years at one plant, and then I went to another plant and done it for 15 years, and it was just, I was burned out, and you know, you don't get no recognition, you know, and especially at the last place, mechanics, they didn't the and I hate to say it this way, but the hourly worker, they thought they were more important than what we were. Mine, I just do a lot of custom stuff. You know, it started out, I done it on the side. I did, you know, I've chopped tops. I've done a lot of other stuff that, you know, I've done the French door handles. I've done the smooth door handles. You know, and it's all self-taught. Yes, I love, man, that's my passion. And I'll tell you, I had my dad, my first car I did, my dad was just worried to death because I'd got a skill saw and a jigsaw out, and I cut a sunroof in an older car, and he just knew that I was gonna screw it up, and he wouldn't even help. So I called one of his friends, and he came over and helped me, and we knocked it out. And same way with I had an Isuzu pickup that I chopped, and I leaned the top back and pulled the old 4-cylinder out and put a V8 in it. Yeah, I love, yeah. If it can be customized, I'll do it, and I'm not afraid to do it. And the Vega that I just got rid of was a Cosworth, but it had a V8. And that kid went out of here he was smiling ear to ear. And then I got a 47 Chevrolet Fleetline that I've chopped the top. No, my dad was, he always took his vehicles to somebody until I started, or when I started driving and that, and after that he really had a lot of confidence in me. He let me change the starters and water pumps and things, but at that point in time he was more afraid, I think, because he was around when my mom's brother had got killed. A car had fell on him, and I think he was paranoid about, I mean, anytime I was working on a car, he was paranoid that something was going to happen to me. Like, well, I wish you'd let somebody else do that. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get that last question. No, I did have a gentleman bring me a Ford Lightning. Yeah, 7-foot tall person. No, I'm sure I could do it though. Like I said, I had a person bring me Big G. I'm doing great. How are you doing? No, I've never done that for a 7, but I have, like I said, I have done a bench seat. A guy wanted a bench seat taken out and 2 buckets put in, and it was in a Ford, it was like a Lightning, I believe, and I don't know, it was just a plain Jane truck, and I tore all the the plastic carpeting or whatever you want to call that stuff, and I took it all out, had to take the side seat belts out and everything and put in the bucket seats that he got. He'd ordered them from a Ford Lightning, and we'd done the truck like a Ford Lightning and that, and it turned out really nice. You've done the seat conversion? Now I know there was a guy, once again back to the Volkswagens, there we had a guy that was in one of our clubs that's you know, he took the back, he was very tall, and it was funny to watch him get out of that car. But he done the chop, and he was seven something, but he moved the seats back. He done it all himself, and that he just took the back seats out. Of course, there's not much back there anyway, but it was funny to watch him get out. Especially he had the suicide. He done the suicide doors also, but I'm talking the top was chopped bad. I mean, it was bad to the bone. And that's what people don't understand me at my age, that, you know, you know, how can you be into all sorts of cars and things, you know? And I just tell them I never wanted to grow up. I'm a kid at heart, and that's probably why I don't have kids, because I don't like to share. That's what I tell everybody. Yeah. Junkies Live, I wondered, because it ain't gonna hurt my feelings if you guys want to go over there. I'll stay and talk, or, you know, till the last one leaves, whatever. I probably should have looked and see who all was gonna be, but I enjoy talking to you guys. Yeah, I try not to, Big G, and that's why I kind of went live, because, you know, some of my stuff I was thinking it was, you know, kind of getting, but, you know, I try to be positive and I just want to help you guys. And he just went live, Nick. I appreciate that, Big G. I really do. Sometimes I get carried away, but that's my makeup, you know. I love, you get me started talking about cars and things, and I could do that. It's all good. Hey, God too. I agree with you, Nick. I would, is that Ken? I'm having a hard time reading. My computer's not working. Otherwise, I make you guys blue wrenches, but I don't know what's up with my laptop. Surprised I haven't threw it out in the yard by now and went and got another one, but talk about tools, we can talk about cars, just whatever. I'm game, guys. There's 5 of you in here now, 4. So what did some of the rest of you guys do? Everything is new and exciting. Well, I can definitely. Yeah, I'm the same way, Big G. Yeah, I was telling the kid I wish that Vega was running because I'd let him hold the camera and I would do a live stream and I'd show him how that Vega do a gnarly burnout. Hey, I give you credit, man. Anybody that can run their business and that and keep it, it's hard this day and age. I'll be the first to admit, my custom shop, I started it to, and I had a friend that, he didn't have to do anything. Yeah, but that truck of his is bad. I mean, I got a nice ride too. I got a GMC that I've lifted and done all the stuff, but he's done that up. But golly, I can't imagine. You can see my baby back there. I don't know if I raise this, but you'll have to excuse the mess, but you work in the building maintenance, HV? That's cool. I thought about getting back into that. Yeah, that's my baby, Ken. Oh, hold on 1 second. Can y'all see that? I'll even go one better. Hold on. If they're in the car. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. Check the lights out. That's what I do. That's what I do, fellers. That's my passion. You know, when I first got into the club, I didn't know if I'd like that stuff, but that's my baby. I've done all the light, the custom stuff. That's what I had started doing after I used to do the building. Sometimes, yeah, we have to make our own harnesses and things. I noticed there's new products out all the time that you can buy boards now to do it. But a lot of my stuff is I just buy them. But that's, you know, I'd start, and them are oracles in there. We've got a new product, and hydro dipped the housings for these here. Bought new housings, and I'm gonna have the Joker etched in the light, and then I got Joker done in the light housing or around the housings. We pulled the housings apart, stuck them in the oven, heated them up, pulled them apart, and I'm going digital, what they call a digital light, and it'll do different things, but it's a lot faster and it does a lot more stuff. And then you'll see the Joker in there. And then I'm in the process, I don't know, this part here is I've got a gentleman that's airbrushing. He's going to do some Joker theme up there for me. That's just, you know, one of the deals. Yes, I like the Mustangs. They are cool. The bad thing of it is, and there's, you know, some of the guys that are my age and that are you know, there a lot of them's into it. But what I don't understand, that, you know, I'm in a group, and, you know, I wanted to make it reasonable, you know, for the guys that, you know, can't afford it. And I don't know, it just seems like they're still taking it to these guys that charge them $1,500 to $2,000, and I'm way below that, and I don't understand. Yeah, well, sometimes, you know, there's days that, you know, I've worked late nights trying to try to do a limousine and have it do all this, plus, you know, make sure that all the lights and things, you know, run. Sometimes I've worked some late nights on it and then have to go back and redo it. You know, when these first come out, nobody knew about it. Me and my partner, man, there's a couple cars that kicked our butt. And I mean, we had a Crossfire that we redone, and we ate a lot of, you know, a lot of it he got for free. Yeah, the limo was fun, you know, and the guy pretty much turned me loose on it. That one was one of the most scariest things, because the whole back panel in a limo, I don't know if you've ever seen it, is nothing but, and he had lights that wasn't working when he brought it to me, and that was the other thing he wanted, you know, done. So I had to go in there and test every fuse, every circuit, and some of them were, and I eliminated some stuff and rewired it to where he was amazed when he come back, and you know, I probably should have charged him a little bit more for it. But when he come back, he was tickled because I'd had everything working, and there was a couple fuses I noticed that blowed, and it just looked like somebody had you know, for the fuses and things were way underrated and they had too much stuff running. But yeah, it worked good. Big G, he was tickled. He was tickled to death. In fact, he brought it back and had me do some other things to it. We done underneath the car lights. We did all the interior lights, made them do this, you know, flash and do the. And at first, you know, I really wasn't into that stuff. And then it just started growing on me. And once I got into business and started doing it, man, it was a fad. And a lot of the kids around town wanted it done. And like I said, you know, you get them certain few that they think they're going to take it to somebody else, and they got to have it right now. And that's just, let them pay a little more is the way I look at it. No, I can get audio. I don't, you know, I've been looking for an installer, and I thought about, you know, I could probably do it, but I don't know the audio. Right now, you know, when I was a kid, the market was good. You know, we had booming systems. You know, heck, I helped a buddy do a little S10 pickup, and we done 412s in the bed of his truck, and I mean, you could hear him from a mile away. But nowadays they're not into that, you know, the audio. Like, yeah, I do know. I was saying, what's sad about it is, if I told you the price that I get it for now and what we paid for it when we were younger, you can't believe. I mean, it's almost a 200 to 300% markup. I mean, I can get a radio cheap nowadays, and I've got a vendor that's just begging me to do it, but I just don't sell enough of them. Yeah, times have changed. That's no lie. I wished I could go back in time. I'd change a lot of things. Just basic repair. You do a lot of the newer stuff, or do you do? Man, back in the day, though, you could make some serious money, especially with the race and the roundy round guides. If you done that, as I helped a guy do I think it was a drag car, and wired it up for him. And that was, you know, you got to make sure all the safeties and, you know, different things. And anymore. All right, Nick, you're back. Yeah, 10 years old. That's still, you know, I don't know. You done drag car at one time? Yeah, I've got a friend that's got one, and I've helped him do two of them. He was having I think it was a line lock or something that we was working on one night, and I mean, it was late, and he was fixing to go to the drags, and it kicked both of our butts. You know, you'll learn real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I learned that I didn't want to do them, but I learned. Is it all stock? Mostly. I'm looking into maybe possibly the warranty is just now went out on it. So I'm kind of thinking of either supercharge or I'd like to put a radical cam in it. But you know, I want to get the business back. You know, once I get the business back. What is up, Auto Pro? How are you doing? I got your book today, and thank you very much. There's a little bit of my work there. The old Joker car. Well, we're back to 5. Yeah, I started to pick it up, and then I decided I was going to go live. I'm just wore plumb out. I've been working in the yard and getting the shop area cleaned up, and so what have you been up to today? I noticed you went live. I didn't get a chance to watch it. You haven't missed a whole lot. Yeah, I was, like I said, I've been working in the yard, burning and just cleaning up around here. Are you sure you went to work? No, I watched a little bit of it later on. I know you have video proof, but in fact, you was working on the truck, am I correct? Did you get it done? Or was it a motorcycle seat? I just, like I said, I only saw bits and pieces. Seat cover, that's right. That's what it was. See, I was kind of paying attention. Yeah, but you've got more subscribers. What's up with that? I'd have been on yours if I hadn't have been burning the candle at both ends. I thought about setting the camera up, but nobody would want to see me tearing down a danged old greenhouse. Maybe you need to whistle while you work. Mine says 5, but hey, I feel privileged. They will eventually, you know, hey, the important people are here, right? Big G. I'm good with it. So your boy wore the truck out, Auto Pro? He looked pretty excited. Yeah, I had to sell one of my toys, Auto Pro. I sold my Vega, but the young man was tickled pink. Oh yeah, it isn't like that. You know, I got a Camaro sitting there and a '49 Chevrolet Fleetline, but I think I may have it sold too. So I'm kind of getting rid of some of my toys and things and gonna regroup, and that way I can buy bigger and badder toys. But I think that's right. That's exactly what I'm doing. Of course, somebody had to be playing with a toy on a live stream that Yeah, then I can soup that one up. Looked like he knew what he was doing with it, that's for sure. Wow. I've got a buddy that races them. He's in some kind of club. That'd be cool. Put some whoop-de-doos in it and some different deals, jumps and things. That'd be pretty awesome. I was gonna ask you on that old truck that you had sitting back there. I think it was the early 80s, if I'm not mistaken. It had the square headlight, or yeah, the square headlights. It looked like it was... Okay, I'm back. Are y'all still there? Yes, the service body truck. Yeah, I'm still here. Big G, alright. Thanks for staying. Keep losing my live feed here. I don't know what the heck. Yeah, that's what mine's saying. Too many messages and... Oh, I could build you a motor for that bad boy. Oh, come on. Lost my comments. What do you want, 454? 350, 327. I would love to give y'all blue wrenches, but I'm having a hard time with my laptop over here, so I wanted to... I'll get you a blue wrench. I was gonna make a big G one too, but this stupid computer, every time I try to get on, I kick you guys off. So I don't know. My route, I'm gonna have to have them come out and do something because my internet out here sucks. Yeah, I can't wait to start reading that book. Are you still with me, Auto Pro? If you notice, I still got my paint on. Haven't wore it all off. Did y'all fall asleep? Because I sure have. Yeah, that'd be cool. Green. Yes. Is there anybody else on? Virginia. I'm from Arkansas here. Hopefully I can stay on here. I was going to show you one other cool thing with this car that I done the other day. Kick the air hose out of the way. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know, can you see that? It's got the Joker on the floor when you open the doors. It says, "Why so serious?" And there's a little bit better close-up, guys. I just love my car. I have to show it off every now and then, but that's the thing that keeps me going right there. So any of y'all have any hot rods or hobbies or anything? Tools is one of my biggest. I agree. Oh, it's taken me a lot of years to Firebird. I've always wanted to, yes, a 71 Pontiac Firebird. Oh yeah. '69 Dodge Charger. Yes. Whoo. Sorry guys, like I said, I've been working all day. This is the first time I've had really stopped for anything. Yeah, it's probably, I didn't know that he was going to be on tonight, or I probably wouldn't have done mine, but I'd already committed, so. I'll probably never grow out of my toys. I want to get this one paid for, and then I've always wanted one of the Furious Fuchsia. Yeah, that's what I told my wife. I wanted to get the Furious Fuchsia. She's like, "You drive a pink car?" I said, "I wouldn't have a problem." And I'd like to do this one, the full Joker, and then do hers in the Harley Quinn. Yeah, it does cost, and right now my what do they say? I have a champagne taste on a beer income. It's nice to have things paid for. Oh, that'd be boring. When I was younger, my dad tried to get me to do it, and you gotta live a little, live on the edge. Yeah, I agree. Between that and cars and tools, yeah, buddy. Yeah, it gets pretty expensive. For what I've got in my toolbox, I could have had probably another nice ride, but hey, I got to have my tools too. I've got a few coins, but last time our house got broke into, that was one of the first things that they got. Thank goodness they didn't get my wife's purse, because we had had money for a vacation. And it was around Christmas time, and they got everything, the coin collection, all our Christmas presents, and yeah, stamps suck. I'm telling you guys, I've done it. I've got a stamp collection, and I paid some good money for them. And it's just boring. I'm more of the Motorhead type. Tools is more fun to collect. Man, I wished I could make you guys blue wrenches. This stupid computer, like I said, it's just, I gotta figure what's wrong. But don't worry, I'll remember you the next time. I'd like to have where I could change the wrench to a purple though. That way everybody know it was me. I have to be different. Yeah, I get ragged on all the time because I wear my hat backwards. My buddies don't understand, but I just think I look like a dork with my hat. Of course, I got my company, but I hate the hats that are, you know, it's one of them things. I'd rather wear it backwards, and that makes me look like I'm hip. That's what I'm saying. I do it this way, and then usually I have my shades that when I got my contacts in, that I've always done that. It bugs me to have that bill or whatever the hell it is over I can't do it. That's right, we are. The dome cover, yeah, well, there ain't much up here for me to cover. That's why I got it, because I got sunburned today. I'm about lost all mine. I think it's from doing this all the time. Yeah, I agree there. I think sometimes you got to be born with common sense. I don't know. Here lately I shouldn't comment, but I was about ready to say that, Big G. It is not. That's right. You got to be born with it. And that's what I told my wife. I said I shouldn't be that way, but stupid people just go over me like a dose of salt and just yeah, that's no lie. I was wondering that myself, where he went. I was going to ask if he was still here. I've got his phone number. We can call him. Of course, I'd probably lose him because my phone and the live feed, if I had it come up on my computer, I could do it. But I think they're, what, an hour different, so if it's 9:30 here, it's probably 10:30 there. I'll bug him in the morning when he's on his Facebook Live. So are any of you guys out there computer savvy? And what is a good router or a good... Are you still there? I lost you. That's what I get for talking about routers. This piece of crap is just driving me nuts. It kicks me on, it kicks me off. Well, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one. I am just, when it comes to this new crap, I despise it. It's because I don't understand it, I think. I've got Netgear. Oh, he went over to Junkie. Oh, you wait till I see him in the morning, or talk to him in the morning. Yeah, I know, Big G, but I'm old school. Heck, it took me a long time to get into the texting part, and now, you know, I don't mind it, but and the live feed, I was kind of scared to try it, but once you get used to it, it's I do very seldom, and if I do, I try to use the voice active, and I screw that up. I guess I talk too fast, or I don't pronounce. What do they say? Pronouncing it, pronounce. And I can go back and show them, and it's kept me out of some. There's modern technology working back there when it don't see a person, or if you don't walk by it, it'll go out. So if you wonder why the lights are blinking, you're back. So you went to Junkie. I see how you are. That's fine. I'm dogging you. I'm sure you fell asleep on my feed, you know. Yeah, mine keeps. It is. It's my end. It says poor connection. That's what I was asking these guys, if they were any computer savvy in there. I'm trying to figure out what type of router or whatever I need, or kick Cox to the curb and get something else. They keep charging way too much, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm Chevy and Dodge savvy. Exactly. That's what I said, each. I agree. Oh, the Wi-Fi would eat me up. I tried it at the shop, and my data's already. I don't have unlimited data. It says I have 7. I don't know who the 7. Maybe I'm one of the 7. If y'all ever need a heater for your shop, this little bastard will run you out of here. It's called Mr. Heater. And I'm telling you, I'm going to have to move over a little bit, guys. Hopefully I won't screw something up. And yes, I'm a wussy. It's a little bit chilly here. It's a whole 50 degrees. Whew. That bad boy is burning my arms off. I'm sitting out here in a muscle shirt and a damn pair of shorts and complaining about it being cold. Yes, yes it is. I got it. Hopefully I ain't gonna lose you guys. It says poor connection again. I've got it at a yard sale, and it looked brand new, and the guy's like, he said, oh, I'll let you have it for 50 bucks. Yeah, it's the best money I ever spent. And my dad was a prepper, and when he died, he had probably them Coleman fuel cans. I bet I have probably I would say 50 to 60 of them, so it'll do me all this next winter. And this shop's fairly well insulated now that I've done some stuff to it that I don't know how well it does in the cold. But in the mornings it keeps it nice and toasty warm in here, so. Of course, it might help if I turn it down. This, yes, I was telling AutoPro, that's called operator error. I had the trigger pulled and I still left the air on, and my dumb ass decided I was going to pull the lid off, see how much was left in the deal, and it decided it was going to take off like a rocket, and luckily that's all it got, because I didn't have my I had my respirator on, but I didn't have my safety glasses on, and it could have very well went in my eyes. Yours works down to 22. That's good. Yeah, that's just the primer sealer there. Yeah, hopefully I can finish that up tomorrow, and then Wednesday I'm going to start putting the Hellcat back together. Yeah, I know. Nick, you know, that's what I said, my dumb ass. I wasn't thinking, and I think it was I was huffing too much paint. I should have popped the air off of it, but I kept watching. I blame it on AutoPro. I was watching his movie or video back and forth. Now I got from bad connection to very bad connection. So hopefully I won't lose you guys. Night, Nick. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I know, I'm sitting here playing with my knife. If you see something come squirting up or little blood splatters, you'll know what happened. Or I could do the with my fingers. It'd be my luck though, I'd stab it the first go around. I'm gonna see if this bad boy will let me on there again. First one. All right, hopefully when you come back the next time, you'll be a Blue Wrench. I'm trying to get on this. I don't know what the deal is. See you guys. Thanks again. Appreciate it. I will, and thanks for coming in. Have a good week. If I don't see you or hear from you, I guess I can't see you, but you know what I mean. See you, Ken. Bye, Nick. Have a good week. I'm getting stiff here, guys. We've got, what, 4 people? Down to... Something's gonna eat me alive in here. I don't know if it's a varmint or what. It's only a wasper. So what, we're down to 3 people now? 2? Yeah, I probably ought to call it quits, guys. I appreciate everybody coming in, so and I hate that I done it during the Junkies live feed, but that's okay. I don't know who the last person is, but thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna finish it up and go get me a shower and maybe try it again in the morning, or I will. Thanks again, Nick. I appreciate it. Ken, Big G, thank you guys. It means a lot. Thanks. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good week. Take care. I'm going to finish her off. So, once again, have a blessed evening Have a great week. God bless, and we will see you in the next live feed. Have a great one.